In the Kubernetes, we can create resources using two ways, imperative and declarative. In the real world, engineers mostly using declarative. But declarative is not easy one. Why? Because when we are going to use declarative way, we need to create YAML file. And the biggest difficult part of declarative way is actually this YAML file. But what if I am going to provide you easiest way to create YAML file? You do not need to remember anything while you are going to create YAML file. It will be mind blowing, right? Yes. In this video, we are going to talk about this particular option, how you can create YAML file easily for declarative way. Let's start. I am always trying to explain you everything practically because once you will perform lab, it will be very easy for you. Today, we are also going to understand Kubectl explain using practical. Because Kubernetes CK exam itself is a practical. So you have to learn everything with labs. And if you want to practice Kubernetes, you can use our smart console. We call it CloudFox Workstation. CloudFox Workstation is actually virtual machine appliance. You have to download this and import it into the VMware workstation. Once you will import this, you will get IP address and you need to open this IP address in your browser. First time you have to create your CloudFox account and then you are able to log in very easily. CloudFox Workstation is freely available for you. Go to the video's description, download it and use it with me so you will get all the practical inside this. In the CloudFox Workstation, we have guided lab, practice lab and challenge lab. Right now, we are performing guided lab. And for today, to understand how we can create YAML file very easily, we need to understand Kubectl explain. I'm going to select this and I'm going to start this lab. Now, one of the most important part is when you are going for the examination, as you know that Kubernetes exam is actually practical and you have to perform so many labs. In the exam, you can also use Kubectl explain. So it will be very helpful in the exam. Now, I'm going to explain you how we can use this. First of all, let's say that I want to create pod using declarative way. Now I have to create YAML file. Now, I don't know anything about pod, which field I have to use when I am going to create YAML file. I want to know about it. I want to know about key value pairs that we have to use. Now, in this case, you can directly use Kubectl explain pod. Right? So there is a command Kubectl explain and what you want to create pod. So if you want to create pod in the kind, you have to use pod. It is a version 1. Then you can add description. There are fields like API version, kind, metadata, specs, and status. So if you want to create YAML file for your pod, you have to use this. Now I want to know more about spec, right? Because this is one of the most important and mandatory field. So how you can find it out? The command is very simple. You just need to use same command, Kubectl explain. Inside pod, I want you to talk about or display detail about specs. Spec means specification. So now it is giving me list what you can specify inside spec and required field for a spec as well. Now look at this. These are the spec detail and these are the field that you can add inside your spec. Okay, so there are so many, but right now we are going to talk about only a field which is actually mandatory. Okay, so look, here we have containers. So container field is actually mandatory. So if you are going to create pod, in the spec, you have to provide containers. Now I want to know how I can specify these containers. Okay. So in this case, you just need to go one level ahead. And here we have simple process. Kubectl explain pod. Inside pod, we have spec. Inside spec, we have containers. So provide me detail about containers. And look at this. I am getting all the list of the fields that I can specify inside containers. Okay. Now here we have some required field as well, and some are okay, optional. If you are not going to use it, no need to worry about it. Okay. So that's the list. Now let's find out some required field. Okay. That we can get more detail about it. Look, this is a name. Okay. So I want to know more about name. So how we can use it? Simple. Kubectl explain pod, inside pod spec. Inside spec we have containers, and then inside this I want to know more detail, like how I can specify name. So dot name, and here I am getting it. You can specify like this: field key value pair name. Okay. Same way, when we are creating container, we have to specify image as well. So we can use images, and we are getting detail about image. Okay. So these are the commands that I already provided you over here. Okay. This is for name and this is for images, means image. So kubectl explain pod, spec, container and image. So while I am creating pod, I have to provide spec. Inside spec, I have to provide containers, and inside container, you can specify image. And how you can specify, you are getting all this detail. Okay. Now, what I'm doing, I'm just going to create one small YAML file so you can able to understand how it is actually working and how real YAML file looks like. Now look at this. This is actually real YAML file to create pod. Here I just use required field. Okay. So API version 1 kind pod means we want to create pod, and metadata, it will be the name of the pod, explain pod, spec containers, which is a mandatory, name, nginx, image nginx. Now it is going to create YAML file. You can use ls and you can type cat explain -pod YAML, and using this YAML file you can create your pod. Right now, do not write YAML file. Okay, in upcoming days when we will understand what is actually pod is, what is container, what is deployment, what is service, then we will create this file. Right now I'm just giving you this explanation that how we can create this file. Okay, and if you don't know anything about pod, if you don't know anything about deployment, you cannot create this file. So that's obvious reason I'm telling you that do not create this file right now. Just use whatever the file that I am giving you inside the workstation and create resources. Okay, because if you will try to remember everything right now, it will be hard for you. Okay, now we have created this file and we want to apply this. So this is like a declarative way, and I'm going to use this kubectl apply -f. F means file name, and explain.yaml that we have already created, and it has created the pod. Now if you want to check, it is normal command that we are using. Okay, kubectl get pods. Okay, so now it is creating. It may take some time, no need to worry. Okay, we are just going to understand how we can get detail about resources using kubectl. Okay, let's repeat this command, and now explain pod is created. Everything is good. There are one another option which you can use with the kubectl explain as well, which is called recursive. Okay, so this is what we have created pod and understood the process, right? Kubectl get pods. Now we are going to use this recursive. Now recursive is actually kind of shortcut. Kubectl explain pod and recursive will provide you detail or a list of all the options or fields that you can use for your pod creation. Of course, we do not need to remember all this, but these are the options or fields that we can use while we are creating pod inside Kubernetes. Okay, so recursive option is actually good, and it is also good for the exam because it is actually providing you fastest detail. Okay, and details are very straightforward. Okay, now let's say that I want to create a deployment. Although I don't know what is deployment right now, but I want to know more detail about deployment. So you are just going to use this command kubectl explain deployment spec. If you type pod.spec, it is going to provide you detail about pod spec. Now it is going to provide me deployment spec detail, right? And the process would be same. If I want to go for service, I will type service and I'm getting all the spec related to the service. Okay. So this is very straightforward. And if you practice it, maybe 5 to 6 times, you are able to get all the details while you are going to create YAML file for specific resources. So it is very simple, but yes, you have to practice this, and you have this tool CloudFox Workstation for the practice. So now you do not need to worry about it, right? So here we have like explain service spec. I already showed you demo, but we are just going to use this. And now we understood how we can use kubectl explain. So what I'm doing, I'm going to remove my pod. I have created pod using declarative way, means using YAML file. So I'm going to delete this as well using the same YAML file. Kubectl delete f explain as pod YAML. And now my pod has been deleted. And if I want to verify, I can use kubectl get pods, and my pod has been deleted. If you're watching this till now, it means you liked our video and we need your support. Please subscribe to our channel. We are going to add lots of tutorial related to Kubernetes, AI, and of course, cloud. Thank you. See you in the next video. Don't forget to download CloudFox Workstation because it will provide you seamless experience of practicing Kubernetes. Goodbye.